the bottom half in now, which is just a matter of lifting it up and sticking it in. Goes in from only one side, and like this. It's not that heavy, even an old man like me can do it. It's better with two though, and safer, but I've done it a lot. So anyway, so that's it. It's more or less it, just a matter of bolting it up now, lifting it into place, line everything up. Good as gold. To putting it into the frame, basically you put your top bolt in. It's good if you've got a couple of jemmy bars like these, just to pop underneath the engine, one at front, one at back, just to help you line it up, and just take the weight on there and line the front one up first, get that one correct with the correct spacing. You want the thick one, the big one, the wide one at the timing side, and the big one for the bottom bolt same way. And basically you put them two bolts in and your engine's safe in the frame, and then it's a matter of putting all the rest of the bolts in. But that's the easiest bit really to do. I didn't actually film that bit because I forgot to turn the camera on. I apologise for that. You don't need to see me putting bolts, a couple of bolts in holes, do you? I'm sure. Now it's just a matter of bolting the rest of it up. Just torque these up. These are in the manual torque settings. These are called studs. They call them. In the other bolts are called crankcase junction bolts. So your crankcase junction studs are 20 foot-pound. Is what these are. These two studs. Hang on, 20. I'll do it 21. Yep. And the same for that one. That is an 11/16. This one is a 5/8. Yep, that's 20. Let's check it. I put 21. That's good. And we'll just torque that up to 13. 13. That's it. And just go around all of them and do the same. Okie dokie, I need to put the engine plate on. I've repainted mine, which is all nice and black, because they do tend to get a bit scratched, and you need to put your foot brake bush in, and that's important, because if you don't do that now, you're not going to get it on, and then it's just a matter of sticking it together. once it's pulled through, we're on a winner. That's good. Right, put other ones on. I always wash all my nuts and bolts off in turps, turpentine, because it removes and dissolves things like paint and everything really that's not steel. It's not very friendly on your hands. Obviously you need an 1.1/8" spanner to screw in the rear brake assembly bushing. Okay, here, rear brakes here, the shaft. Cool cookies. Right, so we'll try grease and magnetism. That's got it, yay! Let's drop that. That's that one. All nicely tightened up. You can check it yourself on the torque settings for that. I've used 25 foot-pound on each because they're only small studs. Now put your foot brake on because I need it to be working. So that I can put my foot brake on. That is a 9/16. Just wriggle it about a little bit just to make sure it goes onto its square properly. Again, nylon nuts. Nice new ones, preferably. That one's fine. That won't be going anywhere. And make sure the brake works. Yep. Yep, that's good. So now we can move on to the other side again.